Hey YouTube, so I'm hopping on to finally do the question and answer. If you followed me on Instagram, I asked in the new Instagram question thing. That thing's so cool, first off. But I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions regarding my weight loss surgery, my weight loss journey, all that good stuff. And I'm going to just go through and answer those questions now and see if we can get some info, some questions that you guys have answered for you. So, sorry if I keep playing with my hair. I haven't worn a wig in a while. This is a wig, Avi. And I was playing with it this morning and it's just makes me feel all fabulous. So, let me start by giving you guys my stats. I got surgery. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on April 24th, 2018. So, I'm a little over 3 months post-op, and I did go to Tijuana. I have a video on my surgery process on my YouTube channel as well. You can check that out. But my highest weight was 290 pounds, okay? I'm 5'10". I was 290 pounds during my 2-week pre-op diet, liquid diet from hell. I lost 20 pounds, so starting weight day of surgery was 270. So since I started the weight loss process, I have lost, so now today I was 216. So what is that, 70? I got down to 214 and then gained weight. But so 77-ish pounds, have 74, whatever, in between 70 to 80 pounds. I'm 216 from 290. Don't judge me. So those are my stats, and let's get into some of the questions that you guys had. I screenshotted all of them so they wouldn't go away. Now I just have to find them. Here they are. So one of the questions, what was your biggest fear on this journey? This sounds so funny because we have this surgery to use as a tool to lose weight, but my biggest fear is that I would get too skinny. I just want to be healthy. I don't want to be too skinny. I don't want to be underweight. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I like having a butt and boobs, and I had a fear of being too small, but you can always buy those too, right? But yeah, that was my biggest fear. What plan are you following? I am following a very healthy diet, basically no carbs, very, very low sugars, lots of veggies, lots of healthy foods, lots of protein. I don't really follow a strict, weighing your food, doing this much, doing this much, doing this much, because that gets obsessive and that's just not my lifestyle. This is a lifestyle change and I will never do that as a lifestyle. So I adjusted and eat very healthy for my life and how my lifestyle will continue from here on out. What did you do to begin your weight loss journey? So I did a lot of research. I've researched this for a good 2 years. I've obsessed over it for 2 years. Anyone that was really close to me knew this, and it's been a long time coming. And then I finally just, made the decision, and I was trying to get my eating right beforehand. Of course, it's hard. That's why we end up getting the surgery. And I was doing all the steps necessary for that. But then I contacted the clinic that I really wanted to go to and set up my appointment from there. You look fabulous. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your weight loss. You're so inspiring. Thank you. I'm just reading all of them off. Have you thought about becoming vegan or pescan? No, I have not. I love meat. That's where I get most of my protein from every day. I love meat. I love it. Have any foods become off limits due to stomach sensitivity? Good question. I haven't tried all foods. I am not very testy with my stomach. I don't like the feeling of getting sick, so I haven't tested a lot of foods, but I had so many eggs during my pre-op that now, and the soft food stage, that now eggs just make me not, it's not that it upsets my stomach, it just makes me ugh, I don't want any more eggs. Do I have any other sensitivities? What's up, Bubba? I'm doing a video.
You're not coming, no.
I'm waiting for a reply.
Is there anything else for you to drink?
Yeah, water?
Not only just water.
Okay, we'll go get something to drink here in a minute. Let me finish this video, okay? Or go look in the fridge. Yeah, I don't think any other foods that I have tried have really upset my stomach, but again, I haven't tested everything. Sorry for all the questions. Oh, I haven't read any of her questions yet. Just miss your face, don't remember how we lost touch. Oh, let's get into touch. Do you work out? Yes, I am now back into working out. You do have to wait 6 to 8 weeks after surgery to get back into a workout routine. Now I am working out. I try to go. My goal is to go every day, but sometimes goals aren't met. But I absolutely love working out, and the reason why I wanted this surgery was to kickstart my weight loss so I can get back in the gym and get fit and whatnot again. Because before surgery, it was physically so painful to work out from being overweight on my already hurt knees. So blah, blah, blah. But I do work out. I absolutely love working out. It's the only hard thing right now is because I can't consume enough calories or protein. Like, it's hard for me it's a challenge to get my daily needed protein and calories, let alone when I work out burn calories. I have to eat extra. I'll open it. Come here, I'll open it. Sorry, my little brother's here. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah. Oh, I was saying because it's hard for me to eat enough calories. Sometimes working out, I have to eat an extra thing of protein or drink an extra protein drink, or, you know, I have to add extra into my daily diet the days I do work out, just so I'm not like going under my daily needed protein and calories. What do you miss most prior to surgery that you can't do or eat now? It's weird because you just don't have a connection to food anymore. The thing I miss most is like when we go out to eat, we still go out to eat. I just get a really small thing, or I eat something really like I'll get like a salmon salad and just eat the salmon piece off, or, you know, just like little things. But I miss like when something gets delivered at your table and it just looks so good and your eyes are just like, oh my gosh, I just want to eat this all. That is something I miss, knowing you can't eat more when you're full, but you don't have the surgery. You can keep eating when you're like, oh my God, it's so good, I'm gonna keep eating. You can't do that here. You can't do that with the surgery. And so that's one thing I miss sometimes. And it's a blessing, but it's something I miss sometimes. Another thing is my stomach, I guess, is kind of sensitive if I have multiple flavors of something, like say a sandwich, which you're not supposed to have really bread anyways. But like if you did like some kind of sandwich, it wouldn't go down smooth because you'd have bread and cheese and meat and tomato and lettuce, like so many different things at once. My stomach's just not ready for that yet, so I can't do things like that. And that's something I miss, just taking a big old bite out of a juicy burger or something. How did your man feel about you wanting it and getting it? Mine wasn't having it. I love this question because Kendall was very, very, very supportive of my decision. When we first met, I had mentioned it to him and he was like, why? No, you don't need to do that, because his mom had actually lost quite a bit of weight, and he's like, just talk to my mom. You'll be able to just eat healthy and blah, blah, blah. That was when we first met and we didn't really know each other too well. So I was like, okay, whatever, dude. I was like, watch me, I'll get it anyways. But I hadn't, and so then months down the road, you know, we're living together, we're together every single day. He sees me trying to eat healthy. He sees me we go to the gym together, we do all those things, and the weight's just still not going off. He's seen how it was affecting my confidence. He's seen how it was affecting the things I wanted to do every single day. He's seen though that effect. And then when I told him, I was like, like just watch this video, like research it with me, you'll understand. When he understood more about it, he was all game for it. He's like, if this is what you want, I'm your support system. So I would just, you know, just maybe help him understand the different perspective. It's hard when men don't have a eating, like when your man doesn't have an eating problem or doesn't gain weight when he can eat anything he wants. It's harder for them to understand, but he totally gets it now. Where exactly did you go? I want a BBL, but need recommendations for Mexico. I have a place that I'm researching for a BBL because I'll want one eventually in Mexico. So shoot me a personal message and we can chit chat about that. And I talked about the clinic that I actually went to in my previous YouTube video. Do you like how you feel now? By the way, I love you. Love you back. Yes, I absolutely love the way I'm feeling. And I know it's just going to get better and better. I'll never get to an unhealthy stage, which I'm excited for. I just won't allow myself. I won't allow myself to gain weight back, and I will not allow myself to lose too much weight where you're unhealthy. I feel great every day. Food doesn't control me anymore. I have energy that I didn't have when I was eating more food. A lot of people are like, how do you have enough energy with barely eating food? I have so much more. It's incredible what your body runs off of. It's totally what you feed your body. I don't know where to even start. I want to lose weight for my July 19th wedding and I can't find my groove. Start with making a commitment to yourself, and then no matter what, not breaking that commitment. So if it's working out daily, if it's eating so much protein each day, if it's drinking way more water, whatever that commitment is, make a small commitment. 30 days of no pop or 30 days of no whatever it may be that's your habit. Cut it out and make that commitment and stick to that commitment. Just by sticking to that first 30-day commitment, it'll prove to yourself that you can do it, and it'll make everything else so much easier. Are you going to get surgery for loose skin if you have any? If I end up having any, I'm not against cosmetic surgery at all. Like I previously said, I'll probably end up getting a Brazilian butt lift, yeah, where they suck some fat out and put it in your butt. Just depending on how my body drops when I lose my, when I'm at my goal weight. These boobs and this booty, they're pretty low. So not against it at all. But I currently don't have any loose skin, and I don't know if I'll end up getting any. Like excess loose skin where you'd have to get surgery. My stomach isn't like tight. I obviously need to work it out to get my stomach tight, but it's not excess loose skin that won't get tight with working out and whatnot. Was it cheaper in Mexico? Yes. And in the US, a lot of the time insurance covers it or parts of it, but if you don't qualify for insurance to cover it, then it's like $25,000. In Mexico, I paid $4,300, I believe, dollars for it. Let me see. What's the most difficult thing you had to deal with after the weight loss surgery, if you had any? I had a few breakdowns right after surgery. Their first month, your emotions are all over the place. You have your feelings about food still, but you can't physically eat it. Like it's rough the first month. But my breakdowns came from me and my boyfriends we connect so much over like bonding, watching a movie, and snacking. We're big snackers, and we would go to Walmart and just get snacks, come home, eat them, and watch movies. Like that's just something we've always done since we started dating. So it was weird when we wanted to have date night and watch movies and just bond, and he would be snacking and I couldn't. He would go get chips and salsa, and just I would start bawling because I couldn't have it. And that was when the connection to food was still there. Now I don't really have that issue. Next page, you look so bomb. Thank you, girlfriend. Other than the fact that you look amazing, how do you feel? Like I said earlier, absolutely fantastic. Would not change the way I feel in a million years. I have never taken so many pictures of my body. TMI, I don't care. I have never taken so many full body pics. I have never been so into clothes and fashion. I am changing the way I dress, which is super fun. I just, everything I do is like times 10 on the next level because of how I'm feeling internally, which is awesome. Do you still contour Susie and Sally? Love you. Love you back. I do. I really don't have to, but I do. For you guys that don't know that joke, I call my double chin Susie and Sally. Susie, Sally. But now that I've lost so much weight, I really have a pretty nice jawline, but I still contour because contour isn't just to make you look slimmer, it's for dimension as well. My hair's all over the place. How do you feel physically with all the progress you have achieved so far? Inspired. Thank you so much, babe. Like I already said earlier, absolutely phenomenal. I love going to the gym and working out and running on the treadmill and not being in physical pain. Like, I would be in so much pain. My knees would be hurting, the bottom of my feet, because I'm flat-footed, they would just be aching. I'd get shin splints just from running a mile on the treadmill. Like, it was miserable, so I wouldn't do it. And now it's not. It's actually enjoyable. Me and my boyfriend will get on the treadmills together and run next to each other, and he pushes me to keep going. It's absolutely incredible. It's a whole new world. No, but really. And y'all, your girl can cross her legs comfortably without like holding your leg up. It's pretty cool. I can even do it in the car. That is a new world to me. What was the surgery called that you got, and what were the guidelines? Vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It's a weight loss surgery. They, if you watch my previous video, it goes through the guidelines, and it goes through, what else does it go through? It goes through, everything that the surgery entails. Were you nervous about having this surgery done in Mexico? I wasn't, because like I said, I did a ton of research. I wouldn't have went if I was nervous. I was nervous for surgery in general, but not surgery because it was in Mexico. It was my first surgery ever. And I'm a big mama's girl, and the fact that my mom wasn't there with me was kind of like nerve-wracking, but my boyfriend went with me, and it was an amazing experience. What is your secret to weight loss? Look, guys, there's no secret with or without surgery. There is no secret. It all boils down to what you eat. This surgery is a tool that basically forced me into healthy eating. If you don't get the surgery and you just do it by eating healthier naturally without the surgery, then it's the exact same thing. You eat what I eat. You eat healthy. You eat smaller portions. You take in less calories than you burn calories, and you take in less calories. Like, that's how you lose weight. It's how you get in shape. It's how you burn fat. So just focus on what you're eating. Eat way more protein, way less carbs, way less sugars. Does he enjoy more heavy set or slimmer you? I found this question so funny and interesting. And I wonder if other people are wondering this too. And I had to ask him. I was like, is there a difference? And he, at first, was like, no, there's no difference. Like, I loved he met me at my heaviest, and now he's seeing me at my smallest as I get smaller and smaller. And he loves a curvy woman. He loves he was obviously attracted to me at my heaviest size. But he wasn't just with me for being plus size or how I physically looked. Our connection has been really deep since day one. So that really didn't, like, at first he was like, no, I don't love you any more than I did before. Like, it's the same. But then we were sitting there thinking about it and talking about it. And he's like, maybe I do love the slimmer you more just because of how you are as a person. It has changed I've always been a confident person. I've always been true to who I am. But I'm more active, which makes me happier. I am more comfortable in my skin with or without clothes on, which makes me happier and him happier. I am more it's not a physical, I'm happy that, like a thinner physical attraction. It's she's happier. I love seeing her happy attraction. Like, I love the happy Kendall attraction. I think that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. What caused you to start losing weight? Did you have a health issue? I was on the verge of quite a few health issues, I'm sure. And I went through this pretty in depth in my why I'm considering weight loss surgery video, when I announced that I was getting surgery. So go watch that video if you're curious at all why I got this surgery. I really go into depth, and it's a very good, informative, long video for you to watch. What's one thing you didn't know about weight loss surgery that you wished you knew? This question, I saw it when it first came in, and I was like, crap, what's one thing I didn't know? Because I truly did so much research. I was expecting everything. I knew everything. I researched for so long. So I knew all the goods, all the bads that were going to come of it. What's one thing you didn't know about weight loss surgery that you wished you knew? You guys, I did so much research. I don't think there's a single thing I didn't already know before getting the surgery. So just shows to do your research. How hard was it to change your mindset? It is a mind game, my friends. It was hard for a while. For the first month, it was pretty difficult. But like I said, if you can commit to anything for a month, you can do anything. And then you're like, you're proud of yourself for sticking to your word, and then your mindset changes, and it's like it's totally brain rewire. And that food, like, you feel so much better by having this healthy food, so automatically your mind says this is good. That means that it makes it taste better, it makes it more enjoyable to eat, and it's just a endless circle. How hard was it oh, I just read that one. Would you get plastic surgery for the skin if you run into that problem of extra skin? Already answered that question. Do you have any issues with extra stretched out skin from losing so much weight? I answered that one. I don't yet. I want to see before and after pictures. You look stunning. I will post some more on my, and I haven't been posting as much on my weight loss surgery, my weight loss journey Instagram, but I will post more for you guys. And I have a lot on Facebook as well, so make sure you follow me there. Did you change your diet any? Completely. My diet is completely changed. Like I said earlier, it's healthy foods, high protein, zero, like try to be zero carbs and low sugars. All right, sorry YouTube, my camera died. Yeah, it completely died on me. So I had to charge it up and hop back on here. So what vitamins are you taking post-op, and have you experienced hair loss was the question we left off on. So yes, I have experienced hair loss. I'm on month 3, so it hasn't been extreme hair loss, but this is something I knew was going to happen. It's not a surprise to me. When you are eating a lot of protein and low everything else, and you experience rapid weight loss, your hormones are all trying to catch up and figure out what's going on, and you do experience hair loss. I was expecting it, no big deal. I wear wigs, this is a wig, and I am very, very healthy, carefully with heat and everything on my real hair. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm very, very up to date on my vitamins. I am gonna be adding in some more. I wanna get my blood tested to see if I'm like deficient in any vitamins. I don't think, I feel great, so I don't think I am. But I actually have a Tespo is what it's called, and it turns all my vitamins into liquid form. And it makes it so easy, especially for bariatric patients. I will have a video up in the next couple days reviewing the Tespo, and with a link that you guys can get, I believe like 30 bucks off of your unit when you purchase the Tespo. It looks like a Keurig coffee maker. Like that's how it works kind of. So I'll have a video. I actually already have it recorded. I just need to edit it and upload it for you guys. I reviewed the taste of it and everything. So that's awesome. And it's like a daily vitamin, a women's vitamin, and a bariatric supplement vitamin as well. How do you deal with haters, people who aren't supportive of weight loss surgery? You know, I haven't really experienced any haters about it. If I have, I just shake it off or ignore it because it hasn't stuck with me, clearly. I'm very confident in my decision. I don't really allow room for negativity about it. I'm very stern with my decision. I always am in a positive light when I'm talking about my journey, and I don't feel like anyone's really had the opportunity to be negative, and they know that I won't put up with it. So if you're very just stand up about what you believe in and confident in the decision you made, no one's going to try, like people can try to knock you down, but it doesn't faze you, you don't remember it, or they just don't even try because of how the vibes you give off. But that's a good question because I was nervous for that. How long has it taken you to get used to not drinking 30 minutes prior to meals and after? I can't answer this question because I'm not used to it yet. I go back to the one question about the hardest thing. This is the hardest thing right here. It is so hard for me not to drink while I'm eating. I have always drunk water while I'm eating. And you're not supposed to drink 30 minutes before because it will fill you up quicker. Obviously, like, you won't have as much room in your stomach for the food that you need to eat. And then you can't drink 30 minutes after you eat because it'll push the food down before the food nutrients actually get to be absorbed. It also like fills you up. And it hurts. Like it stops where the food is. And like when you swallow, if your food isn't digested, if you don't wait at least 30 minutes, it hurts. And it's something I'm not used to yet. 'Cause I'll catch myself just out of habit going to drink a glass of water or a drink of water after I've taken a bite, and it's just like it hurts and you have to like either make it all come up or fight through the uncomfortable feeling. Let's see, where on your body did you notice your weight loss first? These suckers right here. My face is a big difference. I've noticed I have collarbones now, but that was just recently. My face, sorry, the lighting's different because of the different timing of the day. But my face, I have seen so much weight loss. My wrists and my fingers also everything came off very proportionately so far. But my fingers, like having skinny fingers has never been a thing for me. I've always been like, oh yeah, I just got fat fingers. Like that's just my fingers. Like I was a size 10 in ring. This is an 8 and it's big on me. So my fingers have shrunk a lot. My wrists, people have commented on my wrists because I do, you know, videos and stuff for a living. And then my butt, gone. Like your girl used to have a nice big booty, but it's gone. The booty and the boobies, they said, how long were you out for after surgery? I don't really know what you mean by out for, but in my video, I described the whole process. I slept basically the whole day that I got surgery. And then I was in bed for a good like 2 weeks. I was pretty exhausted, didn't really want to move around much for a good 2 weeks. What kind of foods can you eat after the surgery? I've talked about that already. Which doctor did you talk about that? What was your diet before your surgery? I remember you saying on YouTube video, oh, I had a pre-op diet, which was basically a liquid diet. It was protein drinks, chicken broth, clear liquids, lots of water, sugar-free Jell-O and sugar-free pudding, and popsicles. Basically was my diet. It was rough. That was the hardest part of this whole journey. Will you post here when your YouTube video is made? Yes, I will on Instagram. What do you eat now? Do you count calories or have to be super careful? I answered that one already. What are you doing to lose weight? I have struggled with my weight my entire life. Help. I've explained that one as well. But just make that commitment, girl. Which doctor did your surgery? At what clinic? Talked about that. How great does it feel to lose that much? You look fabulous. Thank you so much, babe. And it feels, again, absolutely incredible. It's literally, it's funny because I want to say it feels like I've had, 80 pounds lifted off my chest, but I literally, like, or off my shoulders. I literally have. It's so cool to say that. We have a couple more questions. Here's another, how are you feeling? How you look amazing. I'm around the size you were and need a change. Again, I answered that one. I don't drink a lot, but was told you can't drink after having the surgery. I've never been a drinker, alcoholic drinker. It's not recommended to drink afterwards, but I know a lot of friends that have got the surgery and they still drink, but it's very proportionalized, like it's very small portions, and you're not supposed to drink anything no matter what for up to 6 months after surgery. Alcohol is very high in sugar, so it's not good for you anyways. And because your stomach's so small, half a drink will have you shwasted. Shwasted. But then it'll like go through your system pretty quickly. It's weird how it was explained to me. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy to think about, but it makes sense. Do you ever get moments where you still think you are as big as you were? Girlfriend, all the time. It's called dysmorphia, and I struggled with it when I was bigger too, because I did have a smaller body when I was a college athlete. And when I was almost 300 pounds, 290 pounds, I didn't see myself the way I really looked. And then I would see a picture of me and be like, oh my God, I really looked like that. Like when I'd look in a mirror, I would almost be in denial and think my body looked a different way, or I would dress a way to where I didn't look that big from this view. And you know, I do a lot of videos, so you wouldn't see my whole body. So in my mind, I was telling myself I wasn't really that big, and that's just more like you see yourself thinner or bigger than you were. And I still have that sometimes. I'm getting pretty good at it, at realizing like what I really look like, all angles, all clothing, without clothing. It's definitely it's weird. It's a weird feeling. If you've never had that, you're probably like, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But if you've had that, you're like, yes, girl, it's weird. I'll look at myself and be like, oh my gosh, have I lost a single pound? Or I have this fear of getting on the scale tomorrow and being back at 290 pounds. Like I'm just gonna gain it all back in one day. Like it's too good to be off forever. Like it's weird. It is a weird mind game. Before your surgery, you mentioned you lost weight. That was with the pre-op diet. What were your struggles prior to surgery? Again, I talked about that in my why I'm getting surgery video, but I had severe food issues. I had an addiction to food, and I'll go more into depth in that on an addiction specialized video, but I want to be more knowledgeable before I speak on it. But I really did have an addiction to food. It was comfort. I turned to food when I was stressed, when I was happy, when I was sad, when I was depressed, when I was lonely, when I had trust issues, when I celebrated, when I failed. Like everything resulted in eating, and that's so not good. That is an addiction. That is a problem. And then I would eat like in private, and I was like, oh, it doesn't count. No one saw me eat. That's a problem. And I realized that that was a serious problem, and so I took action. What made you decide that weight loss surgery was right for you? Again, that's in that video. I highly suggest you watch that if that was one of your questions. How did you find your doctor, and how many times did you go down there before surgery? I did not go to my surgeon at all before I went down for surgery. The day I got surgery was the day I met my surgeon, which some people will probably be like, oh my gosh, but I was very confident in my decision, and I, like I said, did a ton of research. Holy crap, there was a lot of questions. What made you decide? I already answered that one. Did you think the surgery has changed you any completely, but in the best way? It won't change who I am as a person, but it changes the way I think about things. It changes the way the decisions I make. It changes the outlook I have on life, and just the version, like being healthy really matters. Like I can't be as successful in my business if I don't take care of my physical body. I can't be successful in my relationship if I don't take care of my physical body. It all starts with your physical body, and before, that was like the missing puzzle piece to my life, honestly. I'm considering getting it done. What's some advice you can give? I'm scared to do it. Send me a message, girl, personally, and I'd love to chat with you. I feel like all of these videos are great advice. My best advice is make sure you do your research and know what you're getting into. I knew every if and or but about this surgery, any of the risks that could happen. I knew everything about it, and I think that made my decision a lot easier, but definitely do that. What's up? Oh, you're rich. Okay, we're gonna leave soon, so put some shoes on. Sorry, my little brother's here. What were you most scared of during weight loss surgery? Oh, I already answered that one, the getting too small. It was such a fear of mine. How many calories are you eating daily after weight loss surgery? I would say I'm eating 500 calories to 700 calories on workout days. I don't count calories, but I eat very healthy things, and I know the calories of what I'm eating. So I really eat till I'm full, and I listen to my stomach. When I'm full, I'm donezo. So, what do you think is the biggest lifestyle change you've made that has had the greatest impact?
I could get candy.
Yep, we'll get some. My greatest, the biggest lifestyle change you've made that has had the greatest impact.
I'm gonna share candy.
Cash. What do you think is the biggest lifestyle change you've made that has had the greatest impact? Definitely making my health the #1 thing. Really, really focusing on fueling my body. My body is a temple, and it's beautifully made by our creator. And I was like giving him the middle finger by not taking care of my body. He gave us a body to take care of. He gave us this temple to have and to use while we're here, and you want to take care of it. And when I realized that, it really tapped into all aspects of my life. My spiritual life, my emotional, physical, mental, every aspect of my life. It's crazy to say that it changed, but it really did. Couple more questions. How hard is it to stick with your diet when cooking? Oh, how hard is it to stick with your diet when cooking for your boyfriend and seeing his food? That at first was kind of hard, but I still did it. And they can see you still. What are you doing?
Looking for a
charger. There's one right there. You can take it.
No, for the speaker.
Oh. How hard is it to stick with your diet when cooking for your boyfriend, seeing his food? I cook him breakfast every morning and I don't have an issue with it. At first, when the food connection was still there, that was a struggle for me. But it's all mental, you guys. It's all a mental game. Now that I don't crave those things, I don't, it's a lot easier. I can cook him breakfast. I can cook him a meal and not crave what he's having. So that's awesome. And the last question I have here is, what is your goal weight you want to get to? This is a great one to end on too, because then I'm gonna be talking about, in my next video, about goals and how to reach them and all that good stuff. So my goal weight, I don't have a goal weight, which is weird. I'm currently at 216. I'm loving the journey. The joy is in the journey and I'm loving every step of it. I don't know what my goal weight is. The weight doesn't matter. It's totally a how you feel. It's how I feel when I look at myself, how I feel when I work out, how I feel when I'm eating these foods, how I feel when I look at some things. So it's all, I'm working on my mental goals and my mental goal weight. It's a goal feeling, not a goal weight. And I don't know when that'll be. I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I'm loving the journey to my goal. And when I get there, I think I'll just know. Yeah, that's basically my answer for that. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for you that sent in a question on Instagram. Make sure you follow both my Instagrams, GlamGurl.sleeved and ThatGlamGurl, both of them with GURL, not girl, because we're girl, we ain't basic, okay? Follow me on there so you can ask questions on the next question and answer. If you have any, you can also drop them in the comments below. Facebook fam, show me where you're at, hashtag Facebook fam in the comments below. I absolutely love you guys and appreciate you so much for watching this video. Remember to love yourself, love someone else, spread some positivity in the world because we need way, way, way more of it. Be the best you that you can be. Hashtag love ever, hurt never. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Do the YouTube thing. Share, subscribe, like, turn on live notifications. Isn't there a bell or something? Do that thing. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.